This week, I worked on some pickups for a movie, and we shot on film, actual Kodak film, 5219 film stock, and the environment that I experienced on set was a feeling that I had never felt before when working with a camera. Every time the camera rolled, there was a purpose behind it. It was planned out. There was a rehearsal with the director and the actors. Then there was a blocking rehearsal. Then there was a rehearsal with the camera. And then there was a take. And 95% of the time when we did this, when we did our homework, we did a single take and we moved on to the next setup. And that is something that is unheard of in the film industry. Typically when I work on set, no matter if it's a big studio $50 million movie or if it's a $100 short I'm shooting with friends on the weekend, the mentality seems to be just shoot as much as possible and pray that we find a compelling story in the edit. Last year, as a matter of fact, I worked on a movie. It was a typical 90-minute movie that will come out and make millions of dollars in the box office. And by the end of our 45-day shoot schedule, we shot 210 hours of footage. 210 hours of footage for a movie that is going to be an hour and a half long. That means that 0.71% of the footage that we shot will make it into the final cut that goes to theaters. In any other private industry, a return percentage of that amount would be considered a failure. But in the film industry, that's a standard return. This amazing new art form of digital filmmaking has enabled so many new opportunities for filmmakers. It's enabled me to chase this dream of being a filmmaker without first having to go to a film school and without knowing a single person in the film industry. Yet the digitalization of filmmaking has not made us better filmmakers. More footage than ever is being shot, and less people than ever are watching movies. I've never treated filmmaking as an art. I've always thought about it as entertainment. When I think about art, I think about Picasso, I think about Banksy, I think about a museum filled with art. I don't think about movies. But as I write this voiceover, and I reflect on the art that I've experienced in my life, the art form that's caused me to dream the most, the art form that's caused me to reevaluate aspects of my life, the art form that's caused me to fall in love, it was film. I've had countless movies bring me to tears, but I've never cried when I was walking through a museum of modern art. This past week, when I was working on this movie, it felt like art was being created. And that sounds so strange and cheesy to say, but it felt as if there was a purpose to what we were doing. And to be honest, I want to be selfish, and I want to acquire as much of that feeling as I can. Working with film, actual Kodak film, has given me that feeling of love I first experienced years ago, when I first switched my Canon camera into movie mode, when I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't know how to light. I didn't know the difference between 24p and 30p. It was all just numbers to me. But the potential of what could happen if I tried is what kept me going. Filmmaking is so powerful, yet at the same time it's so easy to forget that. It's so easy to become complacent. So let this little 4-minute digital film be my reminder of that. See you next week.